You know what? I made a video a couple of days ago, a sort of joke video really, I wasn't very serious, where I inferred that it seemed like the Prime Minister was probably getting rogered more than a copper's radio. Okay, I was taking the slash, and then Mike Graham posted this today on Twitter. Romanian male model is the second man linked to the Keir Starmer firebomb plot. Bit weird that, isn't it? I mean, I'm just saying, if there's a bloke who lots of people have joked about and inferred that he's possibly a closeted homosexual, right? You wouldn't think there would be constant stories that linked young Eastern European twinks to him, but here we are. Romanian model in court over Starmer firebomb attacks. Stanislav Karpuik appeared at Westminster Magistrates on Tuesday after being arrested at Luton Airport by counter-terrorism officers. So it appears there is more to this story than meets the eye. And it also appears that many of the people in this story may have been uncomfortably close to the Prime Minister's brown eye. Right, it's all getting a bit weird this, isn't it? Let's try and get to the bottom of it. Oh yeah, before I start though, I want to segue into a small rant following up from yesterday's video where I was having a pop at Allan Sugar, because look what this knobhead posted today. Obviously, this is in response to him saying ignore 18 million people's votes and wishes, and me spitting my dummy out and saying we should basically have a civil war with the home counties as a result. He said, I do believe in democracy, but people were lied to by Boris and Gove. They should be in jail. You don't believe in democracy, you slimy little rat bag. You don't. It's like these people who say, oh, we do have freedom of speech, but, don't say anything I don't like, don't disagree with the BBC, don't have a pop at Owen Jones, don't think it's a bad idea to import 70,000 hairy-ass blokes on dinghies, and if you do it publicly, we'll lock you up for it. But we've definitely got freedom of speech. We haven't. There's no buts. What do you mean? I believe in democracy, but people were lied to. That's politics. But people were lied to. Think of that. Every single day, every single politician, even all the ones I like, lie all the time. Oh, hang on, I just did it there. I don't like any politicians. I reluctantly support some politicians, okay? All they do is lie. The entirety of Western civilization is based on lies. A politician doesn't go 2 minutes without telling one. It's endless, unending bloody lies all the time. But guess what? We have to still filter through it as best we can and make a decision anyway. This horrible lying little sack of rats is making out like what? Keir Starmer hasn't told any lies in the last 6 months? The only people who lied were Boris and Gove. Shut it, sugar tits. I feel like that's a fair rebuttal. So he should shut his face hole and get out of my mentions for the rest of my life. Because if I read any more of his stupid, ignorant, ill-informed tweets, I will launch my monitor and possibly my own head out the back window. Alright, anyway, let's get to the story at hand. This is from The Telegraph. Romanian model in court over Starmer firebomb attacks. And there he is. Not a bad looking lad, but it's very 1980s model, that picture. And he's kind of got a square head. It reminds me of Nadia Whitcomb, because she has proper got a square head there, hasn't she? If you catch her at the wrong angle, she does look like Frankenstein's monster. Shave her head and give her a couple of scars, and she'll get chased out of her next MP surgery by an angry mob with flaming torches. Anyway, where was I? A Russian-speaking student allegedly conspired to start a series of fires that damaged properties and a car linked to Sir Keir Starmer. Stanislav Karpuik was born in Ukraine. Oh, how strange. And he appeared at Westminster Magistrates Court on Tuesday, charged with conspiracy to commit arson and intent to endanger life. He's accused of conspiring with gay disco regular and possible political jizz depository Roman Lavrinovich. Ah yes, we remember him, Lavrinovich the Gobble Bitch, a Ukrainian who has already been charged with 3 counts of arson with intent to endanger life and other unknown individuals. He was arrested on Saturday by counter-terrorism officers at Luton Airport. 2 of the fires took place in Kentish Town, one in the early hours of May 12th, at the home where Sir Keir lived before he became Prime Minister. As his father looked on from the public gallery, the court heard Mr. Karpuik had recently completed a degree in business studies at Canterbury Christchurch University. And there's an attached video of the story from a modelling or acting website where he claims to be from the City of London, just like everybody else who wasn't born within 500 miles of the City of London, but tells everyone who'll listen that they're as English as Yorkshire pudding. The court heard he was intending to visit his sister in Romania when he was arrested. Yeah, of course he was. He definitely wasn't fleeing the country, was he? He was just off to see his sister. Chief Magistrate Paul Goldspring remanded him in custody to appear at the Old Bailey on June 6th. Mr. Karpiewicz, who is understood to run a painting and decorating firm with his brother, is an aspiring actor and model. Oh, look, more useless people. Yeah, we definitely need loads of them, don't we? Anyway, so let's sum up, shall we? Ignoring the entirety of this story, again, how many times have I made the point? Why do we import thousands of young men who don't bring anything to the table? We don't need more actors and models, especially not ones with square heads and boss eyes. Okay, he doesn't have a PhD in particle physics, he's a painter. We've got plenty of blokes who could be painters, and not all of them have square heads or a penchant for arson. Right, so point one, stop bringing unskilled migrants into the UK. It's a form of class warfare. It massively stitches up the 10 million blokes who need a job who don't have a degree from a posh university. Point number two, why do all these young twinks have a connection to the Prime Minister and Ukraine? What's that all about? Is he the Eastern European baby batter depository in the home counties? It certainly seems that there's something fishy going on. And how do all of these people know everything about the Prime Minister? I'm English speaking. I couldn't find out where he used to live or what car he used to drive or his whereabouts, but it seems like all these handsome young fellas can find these things out. It's a bit strange. And I'll also finish with this. There is definitely some credence to this hypothesis because Keir Starmer's wife looks like she's seen less cock than Mother Teresa, just by the face on her. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot to unpack. It's all looking a bit dodgy, and it gets dodgier by the day, which is exactly what you'd expect from any administration in the UK, a nation run by the most dishonest, perennially duplicitous, slimy, weaselly, lying, thieving, backstabbing, expense fiddling, kiddie diddling scum that any nation in the free world could possibly imagine. Why people put up with it, I haven't got the foggiest. But at least it's funny, and they always give me plenty of material, these human toilets that lord it over you. Alright? That's me for the day. If you know what's going on, if you're an Eastern European rent boy with connections to the Prime Minister, please let me know in the comments and I'll have you on. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you all tomorrow. Toodle pip. Cheers.